Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file, really nice file, I like it. But if you can see, it's only 0.16 of an inch, 0.07, 0.09. And he wants to make it thicker. So as always, I'm going to make a duplicate of it and move it over. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 12 inches. And I'm going to take this one, I'm going to take away the measurements. Now, one thing we got to think about, the contour tool is going to work great on this. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it on the other side of the screen. But when we contour, these little bitty parts that don't need to be thicker are going to get thinner. And we'll do it two ways. Let's make a duplicate of that and put it over. So I'm using red, go up to effects and contour. I'm going to contour the outside 0.02 with rounded corners in black. So we'll be able to see the difference. And you can see that the spaces in the middle are a little bit maybe now too thin. Now that's really okay. And then I'm going to go to Object, break the contour apart, and I'm going to try to grab, don't ever know which one you have. So this is black, that's my new one. So let's measure the same distance. And if we take it over here, get a little closer. So we're already basically done. I'm going to get the parallel dimension tool. He measured like right in there. So now it is 0.20. So that's 0.02 times 2. So you can maybe go a little bit thicker than he measured here. Now we're at 0.11. I don't really know where he measured here, but it's 0.813. So we're quite a bit thicker and going to be good. Now, one thing I would suggest doing is taking the Smart Fill tool and color this in and then nudge it over. And what that did this right here. Now I'm going to go up to, well, I'm going to show you, break the curve apart now. I'm actually going to get rid of this one because I might have to move some parts because I want to get those little bitty spots. But when I do it, I might hit another part, and you can see how I did that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that, I'm going to nudge it over. I'm going to maybe grab this and nudge it over. I could safely get these now. So I'm going to grab those and I'm going to nudge them down. Takes a little bit of work, but it's going to be well worth it. And because I'm not touching all the petals, it won't select them. One more. Okay, now we have the petals. So I'm going to put this back. Now, the kind of whole scenario is we need to use the Smart Fill tool again to fill that in because it made it all solid now. And I can still left click and right click. And then I'm going to go to contour the same way. I'm going to go up to Object and break the contour apart. I'm going to try to grab one or the other. So I grab the blacks up there. Now I can take these and nudge them over and over twice. Now they are red, but they can be black. And you're really going to want the whole thing in red anyway to signify a cut line. So that way, these interior parts did not become smaller. Now, a couple of things I noticed, whenever you contour, sharp points like that become sharper. So you might want to look at your original, which is right here. I double clicked on it. So you might want to kind of go through that, and like where this one's sharp, I would maybe make it a little more rounded just by going, whoa, can't go too much. Matter of fact, let's take this note away and see what happens. Yeah, that's too much. Well, I'll tell you what, let's try this. Let's try the smoothing tool. You got to click on your item. See how that's smoother now? And even maybe that is smoother. So go around and check your see all the rest of them kind of have a smoother node. And I go around and check the whole thing. You know, there's a little bit of sharpness there. I like you have to check on that. You have to select it for it to work. And let's say we did them all. Now, since we did this one, we're going to take away and I'm not going to take away the inside of the petals, but we're going to take this and contour it, break the contour apart, grab it, move it down. So this is our new one. Look at our petal. Our petal is round in comparison to that sharp point. That's just personal preference. But when you contour something, it gets worse because it's doing what you're asking it to do, but it's getting worse. So if you'll do those two things, maybe clean it up first and then take away the inside of the petals, and you can just tell which one I didn't do versus which one I did. Total different look. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.